Good morning all for Monday, the 25th of October. Unsettled picture at the moment with a number of troughs crossing England and Wales today, looking through into the next couple of days or so, remaining fairly unsettled, with low pressure never that far away, us just sitting on the southern edge of it with some very deep areas out towards Iceland. But for today, west-southwesterly winds with troughs approaching and deteriorating through the day, but hopefully a reasonable start this morning. Those winds, surface winds are looking quite southerly at the moment, but flying heights, it should start to come around a bit later to sort of 260. So yeah, west-southwest, 20 knots or so. So actually not too bad, probably on the ground about 10 knots. The satellite picture, well, sort of where I've come from Woking, it was actually fairly bright this morning, but down on the south coast, quite a lot of large shower activity, which is thankfully moving away at the moment. As I look outside, it is still around, however. Let's have a quick look at the rain radar so you get an idea of what we're dealing with. So main bulk of, I don't think it was actually on the midnight run. Well, it could be that occluded front, who knows. But the main sort of first bulk of rain that we were expecting has just cleared our area, though further such rain is probably going to sort of pop up later in the day. But yeah, where these showers do occur, they will be quite sharp and quite heavy and potentially even thundery. That's reflected in the public forecast because you can see it sort of gives a very mixed picture of it being sunshine and showers. Probably actually slightly better than forecast, I would say, looking at this, with it potentially clearing up a bit later, much later in the day. Top temperature looking at there, 13, and that's roughly about what we're seeing on here, maybe just a degree higher. And dew points, sort of 8s or 7s. At Odium, we got 8 knot from the southwest, and few at 1500 at the moment. There's not too much of a cloud-based issue as long as you're away from the showers. You can see it's a fairly long taff, however. So we've got lots and lots of potentials such as showers and cumulonimbus, but thankfully most of these are just temporary periods, so we're not expecting them to sort of wipe us out for any considerable period of time. But it might be that we have to stop for an hour or so if we do get a large band of showers come through. Top meteo, well, it will be a sort of fairly unstable air mass, so where we do get some brief sunshine, we might see sort of cloud base up to sort of 3,000 feet or so, but I think that's going to be very sporadic. If it's got to that point, there'll probably be a shower on the way pretty quickly. And airspace wise, looking at our area, Silent Farnborough active as usual sort of Boscombe, no Thames. There's not particularly too much. Little Rissington ATZ is active today. I imagine that'll be for most of the week looking at that. It's Air Cadet gliding, and they're doing a week course there for the 3 gliders which are based there. So yeah, not particularly too much in our area. There's a jet movement around 4 o'clock today, departure of the 727 off to Doncaster. But other than that, how's it looking out on the airfield? I imagine quite wet. I've been away the last few days, so I haven't had a chance, but I imagine it's quite wet. Either 2-3 or 2-7. It'd be nice if that wind comes around to stick on 2-7 for most of the day, but the initial southerly might make that a little bit tricky. And we'll just make a decision whether we have to land on the runway or if we get away with a bit of grass. But I imagine some of the grass areas are pretty wet. So, yep, I'll see you out in the airfield, if not later in the week. Bye for now.